Hello and welcome to Realms Beyond. Ashes of the Fallen, although I don't see the subtitle here. Developed by Ceres Games. I'm just gonna take a look around and see how this game works. It's my first time looking at it, so let's just see. I already put everything in place here. I've lowered the volume so that you can hear me. This is the only thing I really messed with. So, hopefully everything works and I don't have to re-record this. So, let's see what we can do. We have pre-made characters. Let's take a look at them. Pretty high constitution dwarf there. A gnome wizard. All of them, I think, come from Cormac. No, they don't. Good. That's nice to see, actually. All have different biographies. Artist, gardener, slave, antiquarian. Well, seems like we have quite a few choices, and I haven't even actually made a character. I'm going to keep these in place, and I'm going to create a new character. You can either roll your ability scores or assign them with a point-buy system. Set amount of points, while rolling lets you allocate a set random scores based on dice rolls. You can re-roll until you are satisfied with the results. Let's look at point buy first, just because it's set. Is it always the same? Yes, there's no like different point totals for that. Okay, so I imagine based on this result that it is very much rolling 3d6 down. And there's probably no minimums. Based on various averages, this is pretty good for if it's just 3d6 down, for example. Point buy is you assign points when you get to, let's see if this works, 14. Now, if it's this 3.5, it should cost 2 points to get to 15. No, it doesn't. Oh! Well, looks like I was mistaken. It's after that. Maybe my memory is faulty, or maybe they changed it. I don't know. Maybe they're making it more generous. It's actually pretty generous, this number of points. Yeah, this is pretty generous. I mean, you can really, like... Oh. Let me see here. So you cannot seem to get above 17 with point buy no matter which stat you're working with. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting balance choices, because this, well, it's not resetting it, but, it is decent high number of points. That's 30, that's a lot of points. But you can't get above 17, it looks like. Which is an interesting choice. I actually like it, I think. But re-rolling, there might be a minimum, but you can get some fairly terrible rolls. Yeah, this looks like just 3d6 down, based on what I've experienced. This is decent. I wonder if you can get an 18 by rolling. Although I probably should keep something like this, because that's very good. But let's just let's just try and see if an 18 is possible without oh yes, I just saw it. Okay, yes. So if you desperately need an 18, then you're going to need to, well, roll. And then you can get one. Although, yeah, for example, this one. Now, hold on. Excuse me, sorry about that. Anyway, see, the problem with rolling is that you can't. Oh, you can. Oh, okay. I'm wrong. Well, I'll probably keep this then because I like the 2 18s here. So let's see what I can do with this. I think I would like to start with this. So I'm trying to imagine a thief, for example. Oh, I'm sorry, a rogue with 18 dexterity, 18 intelligence. This wouldn't make a bad wizard either, actually. But moderate stats in wisdom and charisma, high numbers in dexterity and intelligence. I feel like I'm cheating, but I'm going to make a female character. Your origin is comprised of wraith and birthplace. Different races give different advantages and disadvantages to your character, while the birthplace influences the character's knowledge of in-world events, culture, and history. Note that some origins have a restricted class availability. Oh, right here. So, Cormac, which is the first region of the world. Barbarians. So, of the 8 classes that I know to be available, 7 of them are available in Cormac, if you come from Cormac. You can come from somewhere else, and then you could be something else. So it looks like the Druid is what's not available there, I think. Actually, I don't know where the Druid is. Where the Druid would be available. Maybe that's not ready yet. Maybe that will be added later. So humans get their feat and skill points, so that's exactly as it should be. Half-elves get their sleep immunities and magical effects, bonuses, low light vision, diplomacy, and gather information checks. For all effects related to race, it's considered an elf. Elves get an extra bonus to dexterity, but -2 to constitution, so they get weaker. But they get their similar stuff. They get all their bonuses to search and spot and listen. Dwarf. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I didn't realize that that they actually changed. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's see. They get their 20 feet. Armor doesn't restrict them. Their dark vision, their stability, various racial bonuses, which coincide with spells, poison, and orcs and goblinoids, as well as giant type monsters. They're pretty good, actually, in this version of the game. Halflings get their morale bonus against fear, and sling attack rolls, listen checks, climb, small size. Half-orcs and gnomes. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to make a human. Actually, no, I'll make a half-elf. I think a half-elf would be more useful. And I'll come from, let's see, Cormac. I wonder if there's a... Oh, interesting. What are elves? Okay. Does anyone else? Oh, okay. So they have like a racial entry underneath the country entry, if that race is present. Okay. The kingdom of Cormac suffered widespread destruction during the Cataclysm, more than any other realm. I'm not going to read all of these. That's a lot to go through. But since I want to be a rogue, I'm going to choose a country that will let me be one. So I'll just choose this one just to move along. Okay, so it looks like I can go back whenever I want. Class. Yeah, the Druid, I don't think you can try the Druid out. Or at least I haven't figured out how to try the Druid out yet. Maybe there's some weird special way. But in any event, let's see if they have everything. They seem to have all the same weapon proficiencies, and their sneak attack, their trap finding, and their perception, evasion, trap sensing, uncanny dodge. This is very useful, this uncanny dodge, do not forget. Because before battle, or before you get your turn, you can be flat-footed, and this helps you avoid that. This avoids you from being flanked. You can gain feats in place of special abilities. That would be during the upper levels, if I recall correctly. Okay, so we have some portraits here. Let's do this one. I'm imagining it. Yes, there we go. We can match the portrait with the hairstyle. Looks like, I mean, I imagine you can find... Okay. Yeah, it seems like they have pretty good options. Okay. Alright, let's do that one. I have pretty low HP, actually. I don't have high constitution, so it's 6 plus 1, which is 7. This is high, because I have high dexterity. Actually, if I was an elf or halfling, this could be 20. But I don't want to penalize either my strength or my constitution, so I'm just going to stick with half-elf for the other benefits that it has. So if this works right, there should be 1 feat available. Oh, 2. Must be different. I'm not a human, so... Oh, maybe I do still get it. Maybe half-elves get an extra feat anyway. Maybe they changed that. Okay. Oh no, I'm a human. I was trying to be a half-elf, actually. One moment. Okay. There we go. Oh. Oh, right, because of course that would be the case. Let's see. Let's do this one. Just to see. Okay, that seems to match close enough. Now I should have 1 feat. Okay, I'm glad that that's actually correct. I made a mistake. I'm a half-elf. Let's take a look and see what feats are available. So the armor proficiencies. expertise. These, I do have the intelligence for this. Reflexes. Dodge. Looks like they simplified it because it's really hard to use it as it is intended. As written, anyway. I can do 2-weapon fighting since I do have the dexterity. Looks like weapon focuses are related to the kind of weapon that you have rather than specific ones. It's an interesting change. Okay, interesting. There's some new ones, like perfect toughness. Very nice. Improved toughness. And then toughness, probably. Let's see. This is rogue specific. Less damage than it would she would otherwise would. Once per day she would reduce to 0 or fewer by damage. Roll with the damage. Reflex saving throw. So make sure you have good reflex saving throw if you want defensive. But let's see what to start with. I mean, you can't really go wrong with 2-weapon fighting, except, as you may have noticed, I have a -1, and my base attack bonus is 0 as a rogue, so actually it might not be such a good choice. And because my base attack bonus is only 0, I can't get this, because you need 1. This has always been the problem. Let's see. But I would like to get that eventually, like when I play the game in earnest. Let's see. Probably should, I should probably make myself an archer instead. So I think I'll go down the archer role. So let's choose point blank shot. This is the first one. You need this one to get that one, which you need to get that. Well, no, you don't, but it's part of the tree. But this is the first one you want to get if you want to be an archer, which you do, I believe, get for free. Depending on the style of ranger you do. Hopefully that's also true. So let's start with that. Point blank shot. Skills. Now I will have... Let's see if this is... so they must have... They definitely changed how many points you get. Since intelligence is supposed to increase it, let me see if I can... reverse engineer how this works. So let's see. Rogues would ordinarily get 8 skill points per level in 3.5. And you multiply your first level's starting skill points by 4. So that would be 8 times 4, which would be 32. So we already know that it's not. Even without this, it's definitely not that. So let's scale it down. Let's start by dividing 24 by 4 is 6. But we know it's not 6 because I have 4. So I'm going to guess that rogues get... Oh wait, oh, okay, I haven't spent any yet. Just checking. Rogues get... so if this... I wonder... I suppose I could... Oh no, that would... Oh. Well... I guess I can... Maybe I should just look at this. Alright. It says that it is exactly as I imagined. So maybe they need to edit that. That's probably what it is. This is a very much early beta, probably. Just to be generous. Early beta. Let's just say that. Let me make sure my abilities are where I want them. Okay, good. That's where I want it. Okay. Back to point blank shot. That. Skills. Well, let's see what we have anyway. It looks like they haven't put in the descriptions yet for the skills, but that's okay. We know how they work. If they work like 3.5. So obviously we want this. Oh wow, I didn't expect to be able to put that many immediately. I imagine that will be fixed. Normally you only should be able to put this much at the first level. So I'm going to follow the rules and do just that much. Okay, again, this is all in beta, so mistakes can happen. Let's do the best we can. Okay, we want to be able to, find the traps. And we want to be able to sneak. So let's do that. And of course, because we're half elf, this is actually good to have. Oh, I see. They're definitely changing things here. Because the cost to increase. Interesting. Okay, yeah. This is definitely not the same as I was expecting. Well, I am actually curious how this all is going to work, actually, now. I didn't expect this kind of change. That's fascinating. I want to know how this plays out, actually. I'm very curious about this part now. I've always been interested in skill systems. Star Ocean has a very nice skill system, for example, in the first two games, which I like. So, yeah, let's see here. Cooking, alchemy are crafting skills, but they could be very useful because it really depends on your DM, in this case the game, how useful these can be. Probably quite useful considering they're here. Let's see, are there any more? No. But there could be, because they've added a scroll bar here, so they could add some more. Novice. I think I want to be novices at the very least. So I'm going to hopefully the racial bonuses are added. Let's see, diplomacy and gather information checks, listen, search, and spot checks, which don't exist, so they will obviously edit those. Gather information is usually in diplomacy, at least in newer versions of D&D. put it in the same place. So it's probably going to be a flat bonus here when it's applied. Might as well just do these. And then, might as well survive. Actually, I might as well do some... I don't know, actually. Probably I should just do this, just in case. Who knows? That could be useful. We don't want to be caught unawares. We have 1 point remaining, ladies and gentlemen, in survival. Okay. So we're done with that. Now let's name this character. Oh, look. Auto-naming, just like Legend of Mana and some other games that like to do this. Okay. Let's see. Let's name her... Let's see. What is the naming style they use here? Shishwa. Okay, so there's no voice sets yet. That's fine. Let's put a biography. Let's see, can I type here? No. I don't look at this is probably not established yet. But now we can finish. So let's do that.